Happy Sunday, everybody. If the game loads. There we go. Hello? Hello. For some reason, Vein Mine. I've been messing with Vein Mine all morning to try and get it to do the longer range again, and it still doesn't. It's very annoying. Oh, what's my hair doing? Let's pretend that's not happening. It's Sunday. I'm sleepy. How are you all doing? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm really annoyed that that vein mine isn't. Really? Woo! It's gonna be one of those days. I don't have to mess with that because I copied the settings across from my old world. Not my old world, but like the previous profile. Oh, maybe I gotta do it on the server. Maybe it's server side. Maybe that's what I forgot. I don't remember how I did it before. Does anyone remember how I did it before? I don't remember. Fix this hole we just made. Vein mining's dangerous, guys. Just so you know. So much white wool. So I have laid out a road. I'm actually really not in love with these roads that I've laid down. They're acceptable, but they're not what I'm going for, I don't think. I feel like, I don't know, they're too pristine, right? Even with the like weathered tracks down the middle for like wagons and stuff, they still feel too clean. So I feel like I need to like either mix them up with like a whole lot of cracked bricks, or maybe it needs to have some mossy brick in there. I don't know, it just doesn't, I'm not feeling it. Why can't I fly? What's going on? There we go. And we're here. We're alive. We're awake. Hi, my name's Disney Spark. Welcome to the back. We are back today with some more modded Minecraft. We're playing some MC Eternal. And as always, we are raising funds for Extra Life, the Children's Miracle Network, and the IWK Foundation, helping sick kids and their families all across the province here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. How y'all doing? Good morning, Jordy. Okay. I've been busy. I'm gonna turn down that music a little bit. There's things going on. My brain, she's not functioning properly this morning. Okay. Thank you, music. So, I've been busy. Started setting up that farming kind of warehouse that I was telling you about. So we started something. So I did the copy paste, worked super well. Pretty happy with how that turned out. Pretty easy to fill out the bits that didn't copy and paste, so that was good. I remembered, because we're using fertilized dirt, we don't need, oh, I totally didn't put the door on the other side of that. Never mind. I don't need water source blocks in here, so I can just have this like a full road through now, which is nice. Just, I don't know, it cleans it up a little bit. So I started building this kind of warehouse workshop area for the greenhouses. There's a water tower here, which actually has water in it. It's not functional at all. It's purely aesthetic. There's a trapdoor, which we'll go to in a second. I ran out of materials. That's why this is like very half-assed finished. I need to work on the materials issues, which is why we're building the farm. But yeah, so there's kind of like going to be a balcony that goes around. I don't know if it's, I think it might just go on this one side. I don't think I'm going to wrap it around this side. There's a balcony up there, needs some supports. It's going to need a roof and stuff. And then in here, drawers for days. So there should be a drawer here, a column of drawers for every single... rolling into bed. I want to roll into bed, Geordie. That's where I want to be. I want to be in bed this morning. But yeah, totally cool. So yeah, there's a column of drawers for each essence. And originally I wasn't gonna keep the essences, but I like the look of the essences. I like how they're consistent, and things like dirt and nature and stone, like depending on what you're building, have different crafting recipes, and it doesn't make sense to build like a whole lot of one thing. So I think I am going to store the essence, and the way I'm going to set this up is, so these, you can see they're fully upgraded, that stack limit. If I shift right click. So they're fully upgraded. These ones are not. I just did this first column. And then at the very top, it's upgraded and then a void. And I did some testing, and the way the drawers work is, so this is the controller here. It will put items into the drawer closest to the controller that matches, that doesn't have a void upgrade in it first. Then once it's filled up all the drawers that don't have void upgrades, it will start filling drawers with void upgrades. Obviously, if you have multiple drawers with void upgrades, it's only going to fill one of them. But with this, with this setup, we can hold just shy of 2.5 million essence, which I think is going to be plenty. So it's not fully hooked up yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Just a little bit of decoration. There's going to be like a walkway up here, so you can kind of see everything. I think it's kind of cool. And then obviously I still need to put the roof on and stuff. But I think this will be good. And then at the back is where I've got the water coming in for the greenhouses. This is purely aesthetic. That did weird things. Here we go. It's purely for looking pretty. It's not functional. I mean, it is functional, but the water is coming from a sink hidden back there. It's not actually pumping in from here. But it looks like it's pumping in from here, and that's the important part, right? So yeah, so that's our kind of water coming in for the greenhouses. Well, that was kind of cool. And then the trapdoor. This is one of the quest items you have to make very early in the game. Takes you down to the basement where all the greenhouses are going to get connected up. So I've hooked up these draw controllers to the ME system, which means I have also run the ME system and the sewers all the way over to the farms. So, which is kind of cool because it also makes for an interesting thing here. Because the height that I put the sewer system at, is that a devil chicken? It had red eyes. Oh no, it had a, never mind. Because there's this ravine here, so I'm going to do a bridge over the ravine. And because there's also the river there as well. So I've got the ravine and then the river. So I'm going to do 2 bridges here. But I thought this could be cool. We could do like a glass tunnel through here. I think that'll kind of look cool, like cutting through the ravine. So that's going to be a thing that we'll do at some stage. And then, oops, this way. So yeah, so that's all hooked up. I've got the water coming from... There's some weirdness. Why are they disconnecting? Yeah, I've got the water coming from... Is that disconnected as well? Oh no, that's not just... That's fine. Water coming from the tanks, and it cuts through there to the first one, and through here to the second one. And oops, I'm having trouble getting up there. Thank you. So yeah, so water getting through to our 2 greenhouses. So that's kind of cool. Hey Green, how you doing? How is your Sunday traveling? I hope it is well. So yeah, so this is kind of how we've got it set up. Like I said, ran out of materials, still got some work to do. But seriously, I'm not dealing with that right now. I'm doing well as well. I would like to be still in bed because it's Sunday morning. And I'm feeling sleepy. But yeah, you know, it's not all bad. So today we're gonna work on some Thermocraft stuff. These fishes undead, it could be worse, you're absolutely right. These fishes undead mobs, very cool, but my goodness, we're getting a lot of them spawning. Anyway, look, so there's another, okay, each one of these guys has 3,500 health, and there's 2 of them within, like, meters of each other. So, we are going to work on some Thorncraft today. So I kind of built the road up to here, but I didn't quite get worked out where we're gonna build up here. But the first thing we need to do with Thorncraft is actually like get Thorncraft happening, because what we really want is some is a scanny tool thing, which I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it, so we're gonna have to craft one. And then we can work out where's a good spot to put our Thorncraft area, because we want to have an area that's got relatively good magic. So let's get right into that. So first up, we're going to need some Salus Mundus. Actually, first up, we should look at the quests, because the quests may have a different plan for us. Magic and spell casting. No, this is what I was thinking. I need Salus Mundus, and then I can make a thermonomicon and an arcane workbench. These are the things that we need to start off with. So let's make some Salus Mundus. Salus Mundus is 3 different Thorncraft crystals. And thank you for the follow, Green. Welcome to the pack. So it's 3 different Thorncraft crystals, plus some redstone, some flint and steel, some flint, sorry, and a bowl. And thank you for the host screen. Very generous of you. Okay, so we have got 3 different crystals. Interestingly, you know what? No, we've done okay. We've picked up a fair few of them in our travels. I highly recommend you collect lots of crystals as you go. Let's grab some flint from the system. Wow, that is not how you spell flint. Flint. We will grab some redstone. And we will grab a bowl from our 2,393 my goodness bowls. So many bowls. Welcome back, Jody. That's what you use your pack points for. We're here. We're doing Thorncraft. We're making Sailus Mundus. I'm gonna start off with a whole stack of it. Oh, interesting. I only did 1 flint. Okay. Cool. That works. That'll keep us going for a while. 64 Sailus Mundus. Okay. I'm really hoping that this unlocks like a whole chain of stuff. It's gonna be really weird if this is their entire quest log for this, because there is so much to Thorncraft. Okay, so we need a book and we need a workbench. So we need, to make the book, we need a bookshelf. Which looks like we have a couple, so I'm going to see one of them. Oh, pizza, Green, you're making me hungry. But yep, no worries. Enjoy your, is it supper? Or is it pizza for breakfast? Because if it's pizza for breakfast, like, I'm on board. I am on board. Bookshelf, and we need a crafting bench. Clearly it's Sunday. Okay. Somewhere between lunch and dinner. Okay. I get it. I still approve because pizza is probably my favorite thing in the world. Although hamburgers and ice cream are right up there. Okay. So, these 2 blocks look very, you know, very chill. But a little sprinkle of magic. And they change into a thermonomicon. Oops. What? No, I've got this wrong. Oh, look at that. I made alert command. Homemade pizza as well. Oh, I loves it. The alert command totally worked. How did I get that? Okay, workbench. How did I get that wrong? Isn't it just a crafting table with Sailus Mundus? Isn't it? Okay. Hang on, let's look at the book. Fail on my second recipe for Thorncraft. I'm so screwed. A normal craft might do. Mention be challenged craft quite delicate. Sprinkle Sailus Mundus on a mundane crafting table should solve the problem. Crafting table. I assume that is a normal crafting table. Crafting table. Oh, you know why? Because... Actually, no, I don't know why. Did I have to read the book first before I could do that? Interesting. But yeah, so now we have crafting table. Okay, let's deal with our inventory a little bit here, because my goodness, we're gonna need things. Okay, so crafting table complete. So the way this mod works is you unlock your knowledge of Thorncraft magic through the book, and as you do different things and create different things, it will unlock new recipes, new abilities, etc, etc. So at the moment we can't do a whole lot, but if you go in and You do these things. Now, if it's got a check mark next to it, it means you've done the prerequisite. If it's got an exclamation point next to it, it means it's going to, like, use the item. So, if I had the arcane workbench in my possession, it would destroy the arcane workbench if there's a little exclamation point there. So, just so you know, there is a couple of quests that use enchanted tools or items as catalysts. They will take your pick or your axe or your sword if you have Silk Touch on them or Fortune on them. So just make sure you don't have them in your inventory when you do those quests. I will warn you again when we get to that, but just be aware. Okay, complete. So when you complete a quest, it unlocks more stuff. So next up, we need to make a thermometer? That thing. Oh man, I'm already in love because these recipes feel a lot easier than what I'm used to. So what we want to grab is we need these crystals. So highly recommend you collect these crystals whenever you find them anywhere in the world. At later points you can grow them, but you've got to get fairly into Thorncraft to kind of do that. And oh, what a terrible, terrible chunk we're in. 141 available. So the crafting table has two parts to it. You've got just a normal crafting table in the middle. Or three parts. You've got the crystals to infuse with, the different essences of magic. And then you've got V. So in this instance, we've got 141 V in this chunk. We will see that a little bit better once we get our little scanner thing. So let's grab a glass pane, that recipe. Grab a couple, and some gold bars. I'm also going to grab some leather, because we're going to need that. And I'm going to grab a cauldron, because we're going to need that in a second as well. And I'm just getting a little bit prepared while I'm here. Okay, so put our glass pane in the middle and our 4 things around. Now you'll see it lights up all the different crystals. So those are the crystals that it's going to use one of to do this spell or this craft. And then it says 20 viz. So it's going to use 20 of the 141 available when we use this. So we take that and see it drop down to 121. Kind of cool. Now V kind of flows between chunks. There are tools, so you can see it just went up a little bit. There are tools that you can use to improve your V collection. There's armor that you can wear to reduce the cost of V spells. Stuff like that. So it's kind of a cool mechanic. There's even a table that shows you where the V is in the world. But what? I can't scan from my inventory. Okay. I'm sorry. We're changing that. Thermocraft config. Selenis allow cheat sheet. Ooh. Well, that's kind of cool. No, that's not what we want. World settings. No, not in there. Oh. Maybe it's not something I can do here? By the way, I totally didn't play with shaders. I did download the shader. Should we try it? There is... Okay, so I don't seem to be able to change it from within the game. Or maybe it's in the Thorncraft JI. No. Okay, well that's disappointing. There is... I wonder if it's a different mod. So okay, thermometer. What you do is you look through it, and it gives you that little bar up on the top left-hand corner, so you can see the light pink, and there's a really hard to see there, but there's a darker pink as well. If I hold shift, you can see what those numbers are. There's 159 V in this chunk, and there is 13 flux. So, is this a different chunk? Oh, it's totally different chunk. I was standing on... Okay, see there. This chunk's got 159. This chunk's got 127. So it has like a balance. If you have too much flux in a chunk, bad things happen. And I do mean bad things. The crack to the void will open and things will get destroyed. I think there's kind of a ratio that starts to happen at. But your idea is you want to minimize the bad magic that you put into the world and make sure you clean up after yourself. So we are not going to be doing this here in our base, because that would be a terrible idea. But you can also see how this block is sparkling. If I shift right click on this, it says you learned something new, and it stops sparkling. So basically, now you need to go through the whole freaking world, click on all the things, learn all the things, and hopefully research all the things. So there is, I don't know if it's a mod or what it is, but you can hover over things and it does the same thing. Or you can scan a chest and it will scan everything in the chest. Yeah, it's not, not in this pack. Oh, very disappointed. I may add that for my own sanity, because that's going to be a process. That is going to be a process. Okay, let's see what it wants us to do next. Some luminous jelly. That sounds delicious. And, oh, I guess I need to pick that up. That we've created it. Really need Vax. Okay, I don't need to sell this one just there. Cool. Okay, workbench complete. See, that's where I expected it to unlock all the things. Interesting. So hang on, what does this want us to do? The elements are mine to command. So do I have to go and break these elements? Or do I have to grow crystals? Because we can grow crystals, but that's, like I said, that's a ways off. Okay, there is... Let's pop down into the sewer, because there was a spot where there were some crystals. And I just want to see if... it does... Oh, the OTS did work? Okay, so it's just not the hovering that's not working? Still, that makes me sad. Where are the crystals? Here. So let's see if breaking these gives us the white crystal. If I can pick things up, because my inventory is full of junk. No, it didn't. Oh, game. Game. Wow. Okay. Not gonna lie, a little disappointed in the quest chain. I mean... Yeah. Unless the thinking is that follow the book, right? Which is totally fine if that's the case. But yeah, feels weird. Feels weird. Okay, let's unlock a lot of things. Types of knowledge, cool. So this is the observation stuff. I need to cough. This is what we were just scanning before. There's a lot of text in here. I'll leave that for you guys to read. But basically, you can scan things in the world to get observational knowledge about them. Well, okay, so... Awesome. So remember, I don't know if you remember, Jody, when we were trying to get the collapsed the the pearls, and we were spawning in those giant rift worms, whatever you want to call them, and they would destroy all the blocks around them. That's why you don't want to do things near your base, because those kind of rifts will destroy anything they touch, including machines, including like your ME system, like anything. So, but that said, flux is contained to a chunk. So you can have one chunk that has like heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps of flux in it, but then the chunk right next to it will be totally fine. I'm pretty sure flux doesn't spill over. Or maybe it does spill over. Maybe it's kind of similar to radiation in nuclear craft, in that it does spill into nearby chunks. But the source chunk, like, you basically just want to do it somewhere that's not right on your base, and somewhere that isn't going to make you sad if that area gets destroyed and requires some maintenance to repair. That would be my hot tip. So yeah, so like I said, there is observations, there are theories. Theories is stuff we have to research. Observations is stuff we need to like observe in the world. So to do theory crafting, we need a research table and some scribe tools. So let's get those happening. I'm very intrigued. We are, so yeah, so the quest chain for Thorncraft really is driven by the book, which is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting it to like open a huge quest chain of things that we needed to do. But I guess this pack doesn't really like change recipes. So it makes sense that like they're just going to say, hey, learn vanilla Thorncraft. Which I am totally okay with that. Now let's sleep. And we'll get rid of all these extra crystals we picked up. Okay, so we're going to need an oak table. No, not an oak table. What's it called? Drawing table. I'll find it. I'll find it. It's this one. Research table needs a wood table. So craft the wood table. And we're going to need scribing tools. Scribing tools. And this is a bottle, some ink, and some feathers. You can also use glass vials. Glass vials are similar to a bottle, but with the addition of clay on top. And you actually get 8 for that. That's pretty good, because this you only get 3. We're going to use these, so I'm actually going to use this recipe. I'm going to teach the system how to make this recipe as well, because we are going to need these. Actually, there are some things we should teach the system how to make. Let's teach you how to make files. Let's teach you how to make jars. I'm going to teach you how to make... right. This pack does not have modular machines in it. How are we gonna... interesting. Okay. This is gonna be a journey, guys. Okay, let's make some files. And we'll grab a stack of them for ourselves, and we will make a scribing tool. Do that. Oops, sure. And this does have durability. You can repair it. Not repair it. Well, yes, you can repair it by refilling the inkwell, which is kind of cool. We're gonna go over to this area. And now that we've got our lensy thing. Oh, we can see. So see how that's jumping up and down up on the left-hand side there? Kind of giving us an idea of how much magic is in the region. Ideally, we want an area that's got lots of magic. Which... this is where I was planning on making this, and this doesn't have lots of magic. Oh no. Come on, game. Okay, this This ice wrath? He's big. Oh, is a spawner there? There's a double spawner here, which is kind of interesting. It's an ice wrath and a lightning wrath, I want to say. I don't know if I want to destroy them or if I want to do something with them. I'm intrigued. I haven't decided yet. Let's see if there's some better magic up here. Interesting. So, like, it seems to be, like, up on this plateau where I wanted to put this is a terrible, terrible spot for this. We want somewhere with lots of magic. Is that a rabbit in a hat? I'm going to scan the pig before I slaughter him for his hat. Oh, I already had the hat? Well, then. That's disappointment. Okay. So, another option when it comes to... Man, we've got to scan everything, guys. All the things need to be scanned. We need to learn all the observations. So apologies if the rest of the video is us doing this. Another option, so this colored biome over here, this greeny bluey color, let's head over there. We may have to set up something temporary. At least until we can get, where am I going? Over this way. At least until we can kind of establish ourselves a little bit and get some upgrades in place in Thaumcraft. Where was that? I am flying past it. So, see, look at the bar on the left as we enter the magical forest. There you go. There's some nice big numbers. This is what we're after. Some big chunky chunks. This seems like a good chunk. It's got lots of high magic. See, 329. That's way more than what we had in the other one. So this is a magical forest. You can see the biome on the right-hand side underneath. Oh man, it's even higher here. Scan all the things. So let's chuck down a waystone out here real quick, and we might just use this area for right now so that we can get our magics happening. Need room in my inventory for said waystone. Okay, let's put this down, and we will call this Magic Forest. And we may just build like an outpost out here, outside of the city, to do our Thaumcrafty stuff, because you need the magics. And a magical forest is basically where you're going to find the best magic. So, totally worth doing it in a magical forest if you can. Cool. Okay, let's get ourselves set up with a little bit of something. Maybe we will use the chunk next to our waystone, not the chunk our waystone's in. Put it here. Look at this mushroom. Let's scan it first because scanning. Thank you. Nothing new to learn? That's sad. Oh, I did learn something new. Okay. Have I not scanned dirt? Apparently I haven't scanned dirt. So let's put down... So I need to move some stuff. Okay. Let's put down our workbench. An ambient grass block. That's very useful. We'll put down our table. We'll make that do magical things in a second. I want to get rid of all the crystals in my inventory by doing that. Then we get rid of all this junk in our inventory. We are going to want a crate out here. Just trust me, you're going to need inventory space. I'm going to make 2. And they can just sit here for right now. Is that a vampire cow? That looks like a vampire. It's a vampire cow, guys. I'm not having it. Go on, vampire cow. Let us make this into a research bench. Why can I not game? Why are you being weird? Sales bonus. Click. Research table. Scribing tools. Research table. Workbench. Wood table. Craft cover. Are you having a problem because you're touching something? Nope. Okay. This is a problem. Why is this being all buggy? Let's put a marker out here as well. Magical forest. I don't think I can interact with the table. Or I could just do that. Yep, you're right. Is this a different version? If this is a different version, I'm going to be upset. Because that means I don't know all the things that I thought I knew. I mean... Okay. Fair enough. Let's make some paper. Thank you, Jody. So, then... The way this works is you can create a theory. So this is so in the book here, this is the theory side of things. So observations is scanning things in the world. Theories is using this. So to create a theory, you can choose something that's nearby. So I can choose the crafting table that we've crafted, or I can leave it empty. But depending on what you choose, it'll kind of lean the points you are focused on. And you can pick multiple things. So if you want to say table plus something else, you can. Let's grab, while we're here, a bookshelf again. Just chuck that here for now. So you can see now I can focus on 2 areas for research and stuff. So we'll just do this for now and then click create a theory. So each time you start writing a piece of paper, it'll give you a couple of options. So I can tinker, or I can might never matter. Now it's worth reading these. They will give you some details. So this one says gain 17 artifice. This one says between 12 and 22 artifice. So this one's probably a better option. It does require us to have a daylight sensor though. See, we can't click on it right now. And this one requires us to have a redstone comparator. But see how it's got that exclamation point? It means it's also going to use that redstone comparator. So it might make more sense for us to make a daylight sensor. So let's just craft one of those real quick. So all you need to do is have that in your inventory, and then I can click this. And it didn't use the daylight sensor because it didn't have the exclamation point. But then I got 22 points of artifice, so I actually got the most I could get there. So what we want to do is we want to use up all of our points up here using the different things. So I can get another 15 points for one, or I can get 15 to 30 of random categories for 2 points. So I might go with this one. Mix it up. And then... let's do this one. And then it completes the theory. Now, so this one's 31%, this one's 27%, this is 19%. So we complete theory. Now, nothing happened. Something did happen. In our book here... oh, why is that not... hello? Made you. Why you know... dear game. Dear game, why you... do I need to make another one? Scribe tool. Make another one just to make the book happy. Probably didn't like it because we crafted it before we made the table, maybe? There we go. So this is going into more details around that theory crafting stuff, but that unlocked... where's the thing that tells you... oh, it's on the left, sorry. So here, the aspects of... no, this one, total knowledge. So this is observation points. Where's... and theory crafting. So see how these ones don't have a gold border? So these are things I've observed in the world. And the things with the gold border, these are our theory points. So even though we didn't actually get any theory points from that research, we did add to our theory crafting. So this artifice, we got our 30-ish points of artifice. So as you fill up a full bar, you then get a point. Those points can be spent to unlock research later in the book. It's kind of cool. It's a little complicated, but it's kind of cool. Celestial observation. I've actually never done celestial observation. I've skipped over it every time I've played this mod. So I don't know anything about it. I'm just going to click the tick to say I've done it. If we need it later, we'll come back and learn about it. I don't need it right now. Okay. The daylight sensor. So when you're doing research, it will request items. So let's study some fundamentals. Feel inspired. Let's see if we can... okay, this is terrible. Complete that theory. I'll try again. Okay. So here, the items to do this Celestial Studies one, I need Celestial Notes for the Northern Quadrant and Celestial Notes from the Lunar Waning Gibbous. With the exclamation point here, that's actually saying it will use that item. So if I clicked this and I had these in my inventory, it would take them from my inventory to do the research. If it doesn't have the exclamation point, you just have to have it in your inventory. So let's see if we can find... oh, okay, here's a really good one. This requires 2 Celestial Notes I don't have. The only other option I have is to reject fundamentals. Or I can scrap the theory and just say, you know what, that was a waste of paper and ink and maybe some resources. I can live with that, but I don't like either of these choices. For right now, let's reject fundamentals and see what else we get. We can get back a point, which is kind of cool. We can get back a few points. Oh. Interesting. So because we scrapped fundamentals, there's almost nothing we can learn. That is kind of hilarious. Oh. What a terrible... okay, we got 3 here. Let's take experimentation. Finally, we've Got a theory completed. Okay, see, we just got a point. So that point, if we look in our book here, we got 1 point of fundamentals. Right? What the hell are those things? Pixie, be gone! Magical forests, man. Bombcraft. Poisonous spiders. We should sleep. There's too many things creeping around in the darkness. So did that make sense, Shorty? So the next thing we get into is... Okay. Well, we'll have to do some more research soon. So hopefully we'll, as we unlock some more things, we can show off a couple of different options. So, observation, we need to do alchemy, right? So, luckily we have observed alchemy and we have some fundamentals. Let's unlock that and learn how to make a crucible. So, crucible requires a heat source underneath it. Right now, we will use a torch, which is a little bit cheaty, but it works. And we will put that cauldron that we made before on top of the torch. And we will Sailor's Mundus it to turn it into a crucible. Beautiful. Now, I don't know if we have to pick that up. I don't think we do. There we go. So we crafted our crucible. So, now we want to make night ore. Now, this is where we can start making flux. So, like I said, this chunk has lots of magic. It's got 30 flux in it, which is actually kind of high, all things considered. Should scan these things that we placed down. So to do alchemy, we need water in here. So let's make, let's go water. Do I have? I highly recommend doing an infinite water source that pumps into your crucible. I want to make that. Can I make that? Sync with mechanical pipe would totally work. In fact, we can just do that. I was going to be clever here, but no, sync makes way more sense. Because it does. Okay, so we'll grab a sink. We will grab... I'm just going to grab conduit, because that's what I've got access to. Chuck the sink down here. Out of sight, kind of out of mind. And we will... Always active... And that should fill with water. Cool. And the reason for that is every time you do an alchemical transformation, it uses a little bit of water. And it's just easier to do this than it is to constantly pump in like buckets of water into the crucible. It just makes your life easier. Now, because we put the crucible within, I think it's 3 blocks of the research table, we now also have access to research alchemy when we're doing research. So that's kind of cool. Oops. I need to look at the book. So that has unlocked alchemy. What we want to do, the bigger the better. For the V in the chunk, yeah, you want a chunk that's got a fair amount of V. So 324 is a good starting point. And we'll as we go, we'll craft a tool that lets us access more V. So if the chunks around you have good V as well, that's probably cool. But I do recommend, if you've got access to a magical forest, like that's where you're going to find the most V, generally speaking. You can generate V, you can store V in batteries, and you can grow crystals, which will kind of encourage V in the chunk that you're in. But V does like come and go. 200 blocks? Yeah, it sounds fine. That's why we put down a waystone. So that I can very... Actually, is this gonna... Oh, we're too far away. Everything costs points. Rude. Should put our magical forest on the first page. It's okay. We get points from crafting and stuff, so we will always have... Why can't I click and drag this? Seriously. Okay, so let's make some Nidor, because this is like a fundamental thing in a lot of recipes. So this introduces the concept of the, what is it? What do they call it? I call them essences, but I'm sure they have an actual name. I just don't know what it is off the top of my head, which is making me feel a little bit dumb, but... so there are components. Everything that you scan in the world has elements that you can extract from it using alchemy. So to make Nidor, we need 10 fire, 10 lux, and 10 potentia, plus some glowstone dust. So, fire, lux, potentia. Let's work out how to get those things. What I'm going to do, I kind of know how to get these things, so I'm going to make it easy. Let's get some coal. Let's get some glowstone. Let's get some redstone. I'm going to put these in this crate just so that I can scan them easier. So coal, glowstone, redstone. I'm going to scan my crate. And hopefully... Why? Okay. I feel like I'm missing something. These should be showing their essence when I hover over them, right? Oh, okay. But it... I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Oh, it just automatically shows them? I don't have to scan them? I feel that's a bit cheaty. If I don't have to scan things first... Oh, when do we pick that up? Okay, so I'm just holding shift. So you can see the icons underneath. It's showing what's in it. So coal has 10 potentia and 10 of the fire. Redstone has 10 potentia. Glowstone has 10 lux and 5 of the wisdom one. So we need 10, 10, and 10. Let's grab let's grab 2 of these and 2 of these. And what you do is you just drop them in. So you grab one of them. Oh, the torch is not enough heat. Torch is not enough heat in this pack. Let's make some fire real quick. Netherrack. Okay, today we learned torch does not equate to enough heat in this pack. I'm going to replace it with Nidor soon enough, but that's not the point. Okay, fire. Now this should start to bubble. When this is bubbling, then we've got a cauldron we can use. Flux sponge from a black market crate. Okay, that seems like something that'll be very useful at some point in the near future. Okay, that is bubbling. Now we can start throwing stuff in here. Put away. Now, be careful with a crucible, because if you throw something in there that you don't want to throw in there, too bad, it's gone. It will absorb the items and it's gone. This is how this works. Okay, so We're gonna... So at the moment, there's nothing in that. If we drop in that, we can... Oh, why can't we see? I am very confused by what's happening here. So, 1 coal, 2 glowstone, made a niter. Yes. Yes. That's... Yeah, that does terrible things. Okay, we have a niter. That wasn't nearly as satisfying to explain as I wanted it to be. I'm actually going to remove this now and put in here a niter. So niter is a source of light. It's also a source of heat. Kind of cool. And can be used in like heaps and heaps and heaps of different recipes. But it's non-flammable, doesn't make a sound. Very useful. I don't know how much light it gives off. Like, I don't know if it's the equivalent of like a torch or whatever. But that will work, and it never goes out. That will work enough to keep this boiling. So we made our niter. So let's jump back into the book. See what it wants us to do next. I really want some goggles because I need to be able to see things, and I can't see things. So we need to learn about oromancy. So this requires us visiting the lowest depths of the world and the highest peaks you can find. Okay, that's different. So let's do that. I see there's two chests up in the sky that we need to go and open. So we're totally gonna take advantage of the fact that we need to go up really high to go and open these chests. Oh, see, the world is spreading out before you. Something, 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 something. You're something, I couldn't read it fast enough. And the reason I'm coming up here is these can have card pets in them. Now, also a hot tip. The glass blocks are spawners. In particular, blaze spawners. So if I get too close... Oh, no, this one isn't a blaze spawner. That's a witch. It was an invisible witch. So, yeah, that's a thing. Just so you're aware, these glass blocks, most likely spawners. See, that one takes forever to break, so that's the spawner. That one's the spawner. And I mean, it's not like the mobs are difficult, but like, yeah, that one's a spawner. But like, you can, as I said, you can get blazes, you can get all kinds of stuff. It's very annoying. And I mean, who wants things floating in the sky? Spider pet. We've already got Spider Boy. That's disappointing. Let's put that away for now. Oh my goodness, inventory. I mostly just don't want the, oh, we can... I should have scanned that before we cracked it open. Oh, that's a terrible idea. Where's my axe? I mostly just don't like things floating in the air, right? It's annoying. Let's go check this one while we're up here. Should scan the glass and stuff while we're up here as well. And actually, I'm gonna let sure. Okay, see, you can also scan mobs. I don't know how you're meant to get a mob into a cauldron. I don't think that kills them. So I'm not quite sure what the logic is behind that. Like, each different color is scannable? Well, that's just tedious. Yeah, I don't know how you're meant to get the witch into a cauldron, right? So like, yeah, I don't quite know what we're meant to do with that information. Okay, there's the witch spawner's gone. Nether portal one, we've already got that one as well. Dang it. I mean, fine. Inventory. Inventory when you're doing Thorncraft is particularly difficult. The fact that I'm also up here in the middle of nowhere getting cloud pets does not help. Oop. Not leaving a single block. Oh, shooting star, guys. Shooting star. Let's go grab that. I know, I'm distracted. Ooh. There's a... Oh, no, I think I've killed that. What's that? There's a dragon as well. I think I've killed that dragon. Where's that shooting star gonna drop? Oh, did it disappear? Did it despawn? I wanted the shooting star. Oh well, never mind. Okay, let's go back to what we were doing. So we went up really high. We now need to go down really, really low. Let's jump back to our starter base, and we'll head to the basement. Head down to the void. Hey Tony, how you doing? And this should give us... There we go. You've visited deep, dark depths and have learned much. So that has given us the two things we needed to learn for unlocking Oromancy. Head back to our magical forest. Complete that. Now, we need to make a caster's gauntlet and a Viz resonator. So, V resonator is iron plate and some nether quartz, as well as an air and an aqua crystal and 50 V. The glove requires some leather, another thermometer, and a Viz resonator and some iron. So let's... Oh, lag. So this is why we have these chests here. So we can put this stuff away. So it's here for when we need it, but also not taking up all the space in inventory. So I need some iron plates and some iron ingots. I need some more gold. I need some more glass. And we will make some more of these. I'm actually going to make 3, and it will make sense in a moment. 1, 2, 3. Can I... So the way you're meant to scan all this stuff is you're meant to drop it, and then drop it, and then scan it while it's on the ground. Very difficult. Or just scan a chest that has stuff in it. No? That's much more useful. Okay, so we needed this, and I'm going to steal one of my nether quartz. And we're going to craft a Viz resonator. So you can see it's going to use 1 air and 1 aqua. Super easy. And then we're going to craft our gauntlet, which means I need that leather back. Gauntlet. And hopefully, yeah, so as you unlock recipes, JEI will unlock the recipes as well, which will make life a lot easier for you. So here, again, using all of them, using one of those thermometers we just made, and we craft our caster's gauntlet. Put that in there for now. No, I need the book. So now we will have crafted both of those. And this has unlocked a new chapter. So over here, and which we didn't touch on when I unlocked alchemy, I'm sorry. You now have a new chapter that you can explore. So the first thing in Oromancy is to make a basic a blank lesser focus. And the first thing in alchemy is to read this page, apparently, and it unlocks a whole lot of extra stuff for you to learn how to craft. Yeah, kind of cool. What else? We should do the fundamentals while we're here. So, discovering infusion. So luckily we've already done the observations. I don't know how that works. I guess we've discovered something that has Procantio and something that has Aurum. I think that's how it works. If you scan something, it unlocks. So infusing allows us to make fabric. It allows us to make armor, which helps. So see the V discount. So that, I believe that applies just for what you're casting. It doesn't. I don't think it applies for when you're crafting, but maybe it does. But yeah, so this, I don't think we have a need to make this stuff. It's super cool. It's very, very useful for role-playing. It's very good-looking armor. And you can enchant it just like you can normal armor and stuff. It's just not like super 3 armor for the chest plate compared to our 12 armor. I'm not gonna do it. I'll stick with my ender plate for right now. Okay, so we've done that. We need alchemical metallurgy. This is something we need to do. So let's find out how we do, and we can't do golems yet either. So, but this, I want to unlock artifice. So alchemical metallurgy is a research we need to do. So let's look into that. That's this one. So, brass is a sturdy, low friction metal. You can put the Thermcraft armor on the end armor? No. Can you? I don't think you can. Oh, yes, you're right. There is. There's Thermcraft upgrades. Oh, yes, there is. Good call. So we can get the best of all the worlds. This is another reason why I love the oh, that's not gonna give me what I want. The end armor or the dark steel armor, you can use all these upgrades. You can get these. This is what we're looking for. This thing. Can try and make these goggles are revealing. And is there the V discount? Apiary stuff. Thaumaturge boots. So yeah, so you can get the Thaumaturge boots. Is the Thaumaturge... Let's search for Thaumaturge. Yeah, so you can get the robe, the boots, and the leggings, and enhance your end steel stuff. So we actually probably should make... Oh. Yeah, we probably should make all that stuff. Could make our super crazy armor even more super crazy. Okay. So... Hang on. Rain. Oromancy. Arcane Infusion. You just unlocked that. Geordie. Paving stones. This is all you're after. Paving stones. Arcane stones. We'll come back to that. I'll make you wait. Gotta watch the rest of the stream. Okay, alchemy. We need alchemical metallurgy. We need to make brass. Brass requires 5 instrumentum and an iron ingot. And alchemical brass ingots are crafted. Instrumentum... It's a little bit funny. So you can search for any of the essences in JI, and it'll tell you how to make them. I've never worked out how to make the aspect compounds. I know how to break them down. So like if I break down instrumentum, I'll get potentia and metallum from them. But I think in the version of Thorncraft that's released, you can't do the opposite way. I may be wrong. And maybe this is a different version of Thorncraft than what I've played with. But the last time I checked, there was no way of creating instrumentum from the two essences that make it up. You can break it down the opposite way though. But this is what we're looking at. The second one, items from, aspect from item stack. So here you can see all kinds of different things that have potentia on them. So this one has 67 potentia, you can see in the bottom there. But it's also got a lot of other stuff. And what we want is to avoid the other stuff. When you only want to use a single essence, you don't want to have a whole lot of other dirty essence in your crafting. I'm going to jump to the opposite end and look at something smaller. Now, 1 is probably a terrible return. I generally look for something that's around the 5 or the 10 mark, because most things you need a minimum of 10. So here, you get 4 from a wooden shovel, but you also get 3 herba, which isn't terrible. I think if we go to the 10 area, there's usually... Oh, interesting. There's not a lot of 10s in this pack. And definitely nothing clean. Okay, well that doesn't count. Okay. So there's nothing very clean in this pack that we can use to get potentia. Is it trapdoors? There is something. I know there's something. I'm completely mental blanking on what it is. Wasn't sure if they'd made rubber chickens worthwhile. A frost axe, which I don't think we can get that. See, all these things have a lot of extra essences. Oh, Superium Tool Cores. Interesting. That's a clean one. And when I say clean, I mean it only has the one essence that I'm looking for. So I can craft something that won't have any excess essence. Which then means we minimize our flux. Because anything you don't use that's in the cauldron will eventually get released as flux, which is a bad time. What have we got in the 20s range? Nothing. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to have to do... I mean, to be fair, you need the flux to kind of unlock other stuff. And we can clean up some of the flux with what we've got. So maybe we'll use this as a learning experience. I'm gonna die. Yeah, there's like nothing that feels like a good clean thing to make. So we're gonna use okay, rubber. That's not bad. What else is in the 5s? Music disc, Theramis. Flint. That's what I was looking for. Flint is what I normally use. Because A, you generally have heaps of it. And B, it's a nice clean 5 and 5. So let's grab flint. Morning, Jesse. So we're gonna grab some flint. What I'm also gonna grab, so quartz. See these like quartz slivers? That's from Thorncraft. This helps us clean up the excess essentia. Essentia, that's the word I'm looking for, not essence, essentia. The excess essentia that is in your alchemical basin. So let's look into this. We've got our flint. We need iron, which I've got here. So when I put the flint in here, I can't see. This is hard to explain when I can't see. I'm going to put 2 flint in there. I'm going to drop in an iron. I'm going to drop in another iron, get out 2. And then I'm actually going to right click. So see these purple clouds? Those purple clouds, that's flux being released. We got 5 Terra, which is kind of nice. I'll explain that in a little bit more detail when we can see what's in the actual cauldron shortly. Which we should be able to do as we now unlock this. Complete. This is going to require me to have all 3 stages. No, it's just the first one. Awesome. Okay. Discovering Artifice. This is what we're after. We want some goggles. Complete. We want to make the Goggles of Revealing, which requires 2 brass ingots. Luckily, we made 2 brass ingots. So let's get these happening. Goggles. I can spell, not Googles, goggles. Oh, am I not? Wrong table. Wrong table. Oh, I need... This is why we made extras of these. So we needed 2 thermonomicons. Okay. There is our goggles are revealing. Now, if we put these on, everything gets dark. But now we can see what's in things that we look at, which... Let's make some more alchemical brass to show you. If I drop that, now you can see there is 10 and 10. Sweet, so much easier to look at. And if I drop in the iron, now it's 5, now it's just the 10. And if I use the slivers, it uses 2 of the essence and turns it into a crystal. But still does release a little bit of flux into the air. So you can see we're up to 32 or 31.2 when it was 30 when we started. So it's all about managing your flux and still being able to do all the things you need to do. But I don't want to wear these goggles because they're kind of terrible. Let's do the... You can also wear them as a bauble, just so you're aware. So if you want, you can wear them as a bauble, and they show up on your character like that, which is kind of cool. But let's use the advantage of our crazy armor and make a dark steel upgrade. Right click to activate, and then on our helm, we can now use our normal dark steel goggles to see all the things. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna make some more brass. We'll get rid of that. Cool. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere. That's not what we're after. We're on the book. So this is also unlocked Artifice. So the 2 main things that I find really useful for just building and stuff in Thaumcraft is, one of them is in Artifice, one of them is in Infusion. So the thing that Geordie is interested in is here in Infusion. The thing that I'm super interested in is here in Artifice. Let's make one of these first. Oh, sweet. I've already discovered all the things I need. So my laboratory seems quite gloomy of late. I should find a way to light more efficiently. So you need 1 observation of Artifice and some lux. Complete. Arcane lamps. Arcane lamps are magical. Let's show you what I mean. See how dark everything is right now? Very sad. Let's grab some amber. Now, you've probably been picking up amber in your journeys. Amber bearing stone. The amber from Buyers of Plenty does work for this, because you want to make amber blocks. And then we want our iron plates. And we want to make the recipe as per what was in the book. Arcane lamps. They're a little expensive to make. Oh, the discount does apply from my goggles. Okay. So the discount on the V is both the crafting and the spell casting. So it's totally worth doing that. So arcane lamps. So let's make all 3 of these. I want to make like hundreds of these, but 3 will start us off. That actually used quite a lot of V. I'm intrigued by these glow lamps that seem to come up quite late at night. Interesting. Arcane lamps have a special feature of lighting up everything around them. And look at all that. Look at all the area it's lighting up. 16 blocks around it. 16 blocks around the arcane lamp. It will put down invisible light sources. And it's just the best light source in the game. I swear. And the nice thing about the arcane lamp is it works with line of sight. So, you have to unlock the research first. So make sure you've got in and learnt the arcane lamp first. You will need some air and some ignis, and you'll need 50 V. Does it work? Sweet. So, because it lights up 16 blocks around it, it works like a torch on steroids. But at the same time, if I break it, all of those things disappear. It'll replace them if I put it down again. But we're going to use these in the city on the top of our lampposts so that the city stays lit up and we don't have to have freaking torches all over the ground everywhere because torches blow. Is the recipe unlocked for you, Jody? If you look it up in JEI, does it show you what the recipe is now? Arcane lamp? And is there... that isn't crossed out, the research requirement? These pixies, man. You can see the recipe. Is there a cross through this icon up on the left hand side, or is that visible? I think there's only one amber block, isn't there? There's just that amber block from Thorncraft. Oh, biomes of plenty amber block. Oh yeah, no, sorry. You want this one. You want this one, the 4, not the full block. You don't want a full block. You just want the 4 block. Sorry, my bad on the explanation because I already had that in my inventory, or like I'd already crafted them, knowing that I was going to use them later. Yeah. So yeah, you want the 4 version. So that's like look how much that lights up. It's really useful. It doesn't cost any V once you've crafted it. And I find it like super great for lighting stuff up. And like I said, it's a 16 block radius. It's line of sight. So if you put them outside of a dark room where you've say got your mob spawner, it doesn't light up the dark room, which is great. Like Thorncraft lamps, arcane lamps, awesome, awesome, awesome. There are some other types of lamps as well, which you can unlock a little bit later. But one of them helps with animals growing, and the other one helps with plants growing. That requires V to use them, so they're not like super efficient, but you could set up some really cool stuff to make that work. But these arcane lamps are golden. We should make this guy. Thormic Dioptia. No, they don't. Well, I mean, they don't prevent the mob spawning like the feral flare lanterns do, but they do the lighting up similar to the feral flare lanterns, but it's just line of sight. So like it doesn't light up caves and stuff beneath you. But if you're gonna light up caves and stuff, you might as well use the Astral Sorcery Cave Illuminator. I know that creates particles for the little glowy bits that it that it spawns, which maybe that's not great. And I definitely had lag in the past with the, or tick lag in the past, where the cave illuminators are looking for spots to light up, even though they've already lit everything up. I tend to put them down, leave them for like half an hour, let them... Hey! 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 We're doing stuff over here. Rude. Leave them for long enough to kind of light up the case underneath, and then I break them, because the lights that they put down will stay, even though you've broken them. So that's kind of... That works for that. But yeah, I find these super useful. So, as much as I... no, we will leave that one there. So then, the next thing that we're going to make is another really useful thing. And this is the thing that Geordie wants the most. Is arcane barrier blocks. So, let's look at infusion. Arcane paving stones. Arcane stones has no innate magical properties of its own, but acts as a spell sponge of sorts. It should be able to add all manner of enchantments to them. So, let's unlock these. Barrier stones and paving stone of travel. There's 2 recipes here. It goes into more details here, but basically barrier stone stops mobs from walking through them, and the stone of travel gives you a speed boost when you walk on it. I'm going to make barrier stones. I'm not going to make paving stones of travel everywhere all through my world. That is silly. I can fly. Not helpful for me right now. I'm sure that if you were playing in a more vanilla mod pack that didn't include things like flight, that would be super, super, super useful. But for us, barrier stones are useful. So we need to make some arcane stone bricks first. So let's make some arcane stone. So arcane stone, which I have apparently already got stone bricks, but we will craft some so you know how to do that. I must have got them from a quest. So the arcane stone itself is just stone with any V crystal in the middle. So if I go crystal, I tend to use whatever I have the most of at the time. So at the moment I've got the most of the auto. I'll just make a stack of that. And then the bricks are very similar to stone bricks in that you just do that, and then I have 60 stone bricks. Now to make the barrier stones, you want to do like that. Now you'll see here, it says paving stone. So you got 2 options here. I can either remove the air, so it can't make that recipe anymore. So now it only has the Ignis and the auto. This is barrier stone. Or there's this little thing here. Why not working? There you go. So see, it's changing the recipe when you click it. So even though it thinks it's this one, it's actually the other one. Barrier stone. Oh, but be careful. See, that did put it back. So, I mean, safer option, do it that way. It does use a fair amount of V to make barrier stones, but the cool thing with barrier stones is bad guys can't cross them. Let's see if we can capture this skeleton. Where did he go? Okay, perfect. Come at me. I want to capture you in a... I want to know how he can see me. Bad example. You're going to burn up in the daylight. Can you see me, Mr... You can't... Why can everybody see me? Is it because I'm flying? Maybe it's because I'm flying. And Shadow Step doesn't count if you're flying. Maybe that's how that works. Oh, rude. You've got a cool hat, though. Okay, I want to give you an example of how these barrier stones work. Let's head back to the jail. This could be very risky. City jail. Okay. So something that I'm going to do here in the city jail is put barrier stones in the entrance here to prevent the bad guys from escaping. So you can see, simple, like that. Yep, sure, cool. I can walk across that. I may regret this. Where'd my stones go? Dang it. Game. Give me these back. And let's turn off this for just a second. Someone come after me. Ooh. He moved quickly. Oh. That example. Come after me. He cannot cross that barrier stone. So you have the little purple things are coming up. You cannot cross the barrier stone. So that is what barrier stones are for. Now things can still blow up, like they still see you. But yeah, they can't actually get to you. Let's turn this back on before we have an absolute disaster on our hands, and we'll put back our ineffable glass. Just so we don't have a mess. He says he misclicks where these blocks go. Okay, cool. Something escaped. I saw it run away. Where did it go? Maybe he got. But yeah, so barrier stones, really useful, especially if you're building like structures where you don't necessarily want to have doors, but you still want to have an entrance that a mob is gonna like sneak up behind you and explode in your face. So like I've got mob griefing turned off in my world, so that creeper exploding doesn't affect me. But if you don't have mob griefing turned off on your world, that creeper exploding could blow up your MA system. So somewhere that would be, ooh, lag. Hello, game? Game? There we go. What was that? Somewhere that would be really helpful for us is here on the clock tower, because we have some open entrances. So we can replace these blocks here with barrier stones, so mobs can't get into the clock tower if we're inside. You know? Something simple but super effective. Do I care about this one? Probably not, because this will all be lit up properly when I finish it. But this is outside. Yeah. So yeah, so that is barrier stones. Now while we're here, these torches, these little lanterns, don't give off enough light to be used as streetlights. These, however, do. And I think they look cooler. Let's replace these. So this is basically what my street lanterns are going to be all over the world, is these guys. Which means I'm going to be able to get rid of like dozens of torches within the radius of each of these things. Like, I would say all of these torches and probably then some, like maybe even this far out, could disappear. Which, I mean, you can't see any torches now, makes that look way more picturesque. Kinda cool, kinda like it. Okay. Let's see what else we can do with some Thorncraft. Okay, so those are the two main things that I use Thorncraft for. When I'm just like building and playing. The lanterns and the barrier stones. Both like super useful tools when it comes to all of the craftings and just making your base not like terrible to be in. Let's put that away. That was Terra. That was Terra, that's fine. Let's look at what else is in the book for us to work with. We probably should get those, the armor. Probably makes sense. Oh, and we've unlocked Golemancy as well. We need to study an animated construct. So, we can do that in a couple of ways. I'm going to make an iron golem. Just because I've got a butt ton of iron. Pumpkin. Do I need to carve the pumpkin head? I don't think I need to carve. Do I need to make a jack-o'-lantern? Or is that only for the... I think that's only for the snowman. I think this just needs a pumpkin. Yeah. So, I just need to scan this guy. There we go. Learn something new. And we have now studied an animated construct. And he'll help keep me safe at night. And that unlocks Golemancy. Now, Golemancy is very similar to what the Rats mod can do. I would almost say... I mean, I don't know which one came first. I would assume Thorncraft came first because Thorncraft's been around for a very long time. But yeah, so Thorncraft has golems. So you can... Well, we need to unlock a whole lot more stuff before we can get into them. But you can create like little golem guys that will run around and chop down trees, collect things, move things between chests, all that kind of jazz. It's kind of cool. Again, I don't generally play with like entity mods because I find that pathing causes lag and yada yada yada. But it's... Oh, there you go. He's doing work. He is doing work over there. He's like, Drifter, you want to come into my world? Not happening. Here, take my fist. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like little things running around. Creeps me out. So I'm probably not going to do anything with Golemancy. We probably need to unlock all the things in the book just because we can. But yeah. Now, you'll notice here as well, we've finished all the fundamental stuff, but it says we're only at 28%. What's that all about? What that is all about is scanning things. So let's go scan this zombie. Now, if I look in here... Oh, no, bad example. Okay, we need to find something that is in the book. We're in a magical forest. Where is... Let's turn back on our night vision so we can see. Troll? You don't have anything to teach me? There are mobs in the magical forest that are specific to Thorncraft. I would like to scan one of them. And maybe they won't show up because I haven't got far enough into the mod. Man, charged creeper? Are you for reals? I'm out. I'm not seeing anything related to what we're looking for just yet. But the idea, what I'm trying to explain is there are things in the fundamentals page that don't get shown until you scan them. So I think if I should really scan all the things. Rats everywhere. Enderman. Sorry, Miss Enderman. Creeper, can I scan you? basically just you want to scan everything, right? There we go. Research complete. Plants. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. So see, this now unlocked a new thing here, and it increased our research and fundamentals by a little bit. So, we found the V-shroom from Thorncraft. So the other thing that's here, let's see if we can find one. There we go. There's a great wood. Let's scan the great wood. It says we learned something new. I'm pretty sure that gives us... Yeah, so now we've got a great wood page as well. And, oh, was that there before? Because I haven't scanned silverwood yet. But great wood and silverwood are the two wood types for Thorncraft. There's a silverwood tree. If you find... It's the blue ones, the silverwood. If you find yourself in a area that doesn't have a lot of... No. You're not taking my things. Rude. Yeah, if you find you're in an area that doesn't have a lot of V that you want to be doing your Thorncraft in, you can plant silverwood trees. It's not guaranteed to give you more V, but I found that it generally does give you more V. I tried to fix my vein mine before I started today. Clearly, I did not fix my vein mine. Very disappointed. That tree's coming down. Why are there so many creepers in this forest? Everywhere. Okay, so some silverwood saplings, that's cool. Silverwood logs. The silverwood logs, by the way, make a really cool, Oh, this is a pixie freaking base, no wonder. And the silver shimmer leaves, we need these. These give us quicksilver. Really? There was only 2? Okay, fair enough. You dropped obsidian? Okay. Oh, and someone dropped a golden apple. That's kind of sweet. Silver makes this really cool white stone or not stone, but these really cool white planks that have an engraving on them. Where's our little hub over here? Oh, excuse me. Yep. I've had the hiccups. I had hiccups this morning in the shower. That was weird, man. So, yeah, this has a really cool pattern on them. That if I use a shovel, I could dig faster. That kind of grows as you place them. Make for a really cool block. It kind of looks like chiseled stone, but it's just wood, which means you can grow it. It does burn though, so make sure you don't put it near fire. Unless you have fire tick turned off. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. The other one, where was the great wood? Steel. This will steal a great wood tree. Great wood is also a really, really nice wood. So disappointed by vein miner not working. Yeah, silverwood looks really cool. Oop. Great wood trees are very tall. Like, very tall. And they often have spider spawners and chests under them. Just so you know. Can be useful. And because we can't leave floating trees, because my goodness. Collect all the bits we can. I gotta work out how to fix my vein mine, because this 8 block range is just giving me... No, it's not in the... Doesn't seem to be in the in-game. Oh, you can change the... Hang on, what? But I changed the setting in my config files. Hang on. It's an option. Okay, okay. Let's deal with this tree. There is a setting. Okay. Or excavate. Oh. Okay. That I changed that in the config file. Why is it 24? 24. Done. Oh, thank goodness. The 20, so for those wondering, 24 is what it is set to in Enigma 2 expert mode, which is what I'm used to playing or excavation with. And you could argue it's kind of cheaty changing that setting, but for the sake of all of our sanity, especially mine, we're gonna do it. What it basically does is it means you can or excavate blocks that are further away from you. And it also, in this pack, it's set up so that the or excavate uses twice the hunger that it used in E2E. So I don't feel super cheaty increasing the range, because I'm not changing the hunger cost. It just means I don't have to or excavate 3 times to do the same work, right? Like I or excavate once and I get the result that I'm after, rather than having to do it 3 times. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. This tree, these trees are huge. They're great. They're a little bit tedious to cut down, but if you want a lot of timber, there we go. They certainly give a lot of timber. We want to make sure we grab the saplings. Oop. And yeah, sometimes they can have spawners underneath them, so it's worth checking them out. Or maybe it's only the ones that have spiderwebs in the leaves. Maybe it's only the ones that have spiderwebs in the leaves that have spawners underneath them. Yeah, I think that's right. Do any of these have spiderwebs? No. Maybe this one? No. Okay. None of these have spiderwebs, so I can't show you what I wanted to show you. Oh, this one does. Yeah, so see how this one's got spiderwebs? It's 1 spiderweb. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, it's got spiderwebs. Yes, this one's got spiderwebs in it. So there's a freaking cave spider. Which means underneath this log somewhere, which I'm not going to cut down the tree because I don't want to clean up the tree again, there is a spawner and a chest. Let's take out that spawner, and then there is also a chest. And these are classified as dungeon chests, so they have a lot of useful stuff in them. So totally worth, if you ever come across a great wood tree with spiderwebs in it, get you some loots. Ooh, I got a lotus in that. That's cool. Okay. So after all of that, let's head back over to where our little setup is. So yeah, so the silverwood gives this really nice kind of like white stone look. The great wood, not gonna lie, is possibly one of my favorite timbers. Because, you know, the dark wood's kind of got that reddy color to it. Whereas this has kind of got like more of a purpley tone to it. Such a nice freaking block. Oops. And it's also got vertical bar. It's also got vertical. What am I saying? Like, you know what I'm trying to say. Lines, vertical lines will do us for right now. It's also got the vertical kind of bars, so you can do. It's just such a nice block. It's such a nice block. Anyway, actually, can we make like great wood, like everything? No. So we do have stairs, slabs, and planks. But that's it. If we had like great wood freaking fences and stuff, although we probably can make with the architecture table, we can probably make a whole lot of stuff as well. But yeah, I quite like these things. I've completely got sidetracked by explaining how this pack works. Okay, shimmer leaf. Shimmer leaf gives you quicksilver. We need quicksilver to make a thingy so we can use this gauntlet. So let's do that. So if we go into our oromancy, we need to make a blank lesser focus. So that is... oh, we don't need quicksilver for that? Okay, maybe it's the next tier that needs the quicksilver. Let's make this. Auto, we need some glass or some vitreous, precantio, and aurum. These names, they're gonna give your tongue a work for its money. Guys, my brain. What is going on? Aurum, precantio, and vitreous. What do we have that has those? Aurum. Aurum can be got from silverwood. No, silverwood. Oh, chance cubes apparently. Nether stars. Nether stars are good. Okay, so I'm gonna use silverwood. Oh, we need to make one of these as well. So let's make this first. We need another thermometer, another viz. Okay, so hang on. This guy. Let's take you out for now. Need some iron plate. And I want to make another one of those. I don't have any more panes of glass. Okay. That. And then, what's that table called? Oh, we need to unlock it first. Yeah, so we want to make a thermic diopia. This guy. Oh, what am I missing? Oh, just a normal stone? Okay. Which of course we only have 3 of. Of course we do. Of course we only have 3 of it. Actually, I'm going to leave that in there. Fixable. Arcane stone. And I needed some more iron plates. And this is, again, this is why I put these crates here, because we just need lots of little things for Thermocraft. Oh man, typing's hard today. Okay, this guy. So, why am I making this? Well, because this tells us the ways of the world. So here, this shows you how much V is in the chunks around you. You're in the middle. So see how the middle is a little bit dipped down? That's because I'm sucking all the magic I can out of this place. You got 228. Now, this shifts over time. And if I right click, it shows me how much flux is in the area, right? So at the moment, not a lot of flux. It's all pretty even. That's a good sign. So that's a really useful, and it looks really cool. Like, how cool is that with like the like hologram above it? Kind of love it. Kind of love it. Very useful. So again, because we're in a magical forest, everything's got lots of V. Good spot to be doing your Thorncraft. We may actually need to build like a little fort out here rather than build it here where I was kind of planning on building it. We might build a little outpost here in the magical forest, or maybe find another magical forest that has some cool features that we could maybe take advantage of. I don't know. Quite intuitive things for this. I wonder if we can use this, the Arcane Pattern Crafter, to make, to auto-craft lanterns. Okay, so for us to unlock this, we need theory for Golomancy, Artifice, and Oromancy. So let's do some theory crafting. Golomancy is going to be hard to get. We need... Okay, so we actually need to craft a couple of things before we can focus on Artifice. What do we need for Artifice? Oromancy requires the Oromancy requires us to make... We need the table, which unlocks after we make the focus. So let's make the focus. I'm all over the place. I needed an auto. Needed some auto. Let's grab the stack. What do I need? Focus. I needed auto. I need vitreous, Procantio, and aurum. So you get from glass. Okay. Glass. You get the glass. Obviously. We'll use that silver wood to get our that one, and then Procantio, the aurum is what I was thinking. Procantio Procantio? How do I spell that? Precantio. This one I can get from... Ooh, wow, dragon armor is nutso. Okay, let's find something that's got like a good, solid mana powder. Okay, interesting. The reason I like 5s or 2s, I like things that are even, because it's easier to drop in the right amount of items and get out what you're looking for. Dragon egg, probably not the best use of dragon egg, just saying. Okay. A lot of Salus Mundus works. Maybe we might use some Salus Mundus. It's in the 10 range. There's something that's clean in the 10 range. The Salus Mundus isn't cheap to make, right? It can be difficult to work out what's the most efficient way of doing this. And later, when you've unlocked a lot more of which one is it? The aspect one. You can better handle the excess, so it doesn't matter so much what you break down. But for us right now, perpetual ice. Oh, that's kind of cool. It looks like Salus Mundus is going to be the thing that does us the best for right now. Because all these things are starting to get kind of expensive to craft. So not worth the return. And at the same time, not really giving us... I mean, again, Nether Stars may be a good option. Terra Steel would be nice. I needed 10, right? 10, yes. Okay, so let's go with 2 Salus Mundus. Because I think that was 5. Yeah, okay, 2 of them. So let's grab some, where are our slivers? I want to clean this up as I go. Okay. So we're gonna do glass and silverwood and Salus Mundus is what we said. So we'll go 2 of them. Okay. So let's grab, how much glass do I need? 4 glass. So I need 4 glass. Oh yeah, that mod, because that's a separate mod, so useful. It's a little overwhelming at the same time though, because there are just so many options, but it does give you the option to kind of go through and work out what works for you based on like what materials you have access, how easy it is for you to auto craft something, like that kind of stuff. And as long as you've got some quartz slivers with you, it's relatively easy to clean up the excess. You'll still get a little bit of flux, but it's like not the end of the world. So let's see if we can do this. So what did I say? I need 20, so we need 4 glass. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a silverwood for the 5, and then I needed the 2 Salus Mundus. And then I need to drop in, that gives me my focus. Now, see there's still 10 and 20. So if I use this quickly enough, and I'm just right clicking the silver, the quartz slivers on the crucible. You can drop them in there, but I find right clicking is the best way to do it. If you leave them there, they will slowly diminish over time, and release puffs of flux into the area. I'm sure we've got a bit of flux starting to build up where we are. No, we've done pretty good. It's still at 31. We're keeping it low. That's kind of good. Scan that. See, we made a lesser focus. So let's see what this unlocks. This should unlock the crafting bench for this. Here we go. So we need to make a focal manipulator. Oh, that requires another Viz resonator. And some half slabs and a stone table. Okay, cool. Let's make a stone table. Stone table. You. I don't have... Wow. I have no idea. I'm too scared to go near them. I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're poisonous. A lantern for Mousie's mobs. I mean, it just looks like a little glow lamp. It doesn't seem to hurt me. I can hurt it. What did it drop? What is that? We're in a flowing river here, which is a terrible place to be dropping things. Oh, luminous jelly. We got that in a quest reward before. Goodbye. I don't know what luminous jelly is for. Does luminous jelly have a use? Oops. Luminous jelly. Just for eating. Oh, it's got aspect. It's got 5... Okay. I mean, it's usable. And it can be used in the culinary generator. It's a weird thing. Oops. No. Okay, so we want to make the table. Oh, and we need to examine fire very closely. We'll get into that in a second. So we need to make another vis resonator, and we needed to make a... We got the table. We need some slabs. We need another... I'm just gonna put... Oh, inventory. It's very difficult when you're dealing with... Actually, I'm going to put the crystals in the other chest. Need to craft you and you. And then we should be able to make the table, which I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what the recipe was. I'm forgetting what was in the top corners. I have to look it up. Oh, iron plates. That's what I was missing. Iron plates. Okay, and this makes our focal manipulator. This is another thing we want to have near our research table, so we're going to put it right here. Cool, it's within range. So this allows you to customize a focus. So if I put that in here, you can see I have got some mechanics around what I'm looking at and what the effect is and stuff. Let's go back to the book so we can unlock some effects. Oh no, we need to examine fire very closely. Sure. You have felt the touch of flame. That is how you examine fire very closely. Please don't do that in real life. Okay, thank you very much. Complete. Okay, so now we can do things. There's a lot of reading here. I'm not going to go through it right now. Hey, Janina. I think that's how that's meant to be spelled. How you doing? Yeah, there's a whole lot of text here around what different things do. Just Jenny? Okay. That works even easier. I am doing good. I'm doing good. We're playing with some Thorncraft here in some MC Eternal. Learning some... Well, not learning, but relearning, I guess, some basics. Sharing what I'm learning with the peeps. We need to unlock some abilities before we can do anything here. So, we need some research. Oh, this one's complete. Let's learn this one. So this makes... Oh, this is elements. This is cool. This one needs some Vitium, so we can't unlock that yet. And this one needed some Oromancy research. So let's see if we can do some Oromancy research. So if we focus on Oromancy, let's see what we get. So seriously, Mr. Creeper? Be gone. So we get 5. Okay, so here's an interesting one. Spell binding. You bind various test enchants to small pieces of leftover crystals that have no practical purpose, but grant you invaluable knowledge. Lose up to 5 experience levels, but gain 5 oromancy per level lost. So I've got 30 levels, so that would take me down to 25 levels, but would give me 25 experience, 25 oromancy. Or I can get 15 plus a bonus. So let's try that one. You know, why not? So that kind of gives you an idea of how there's all kinds of different ways to do this. So this one needs a vitreous vis crystal. If I wanted to cast this, is that what we got here? No, they're potentia. So we don't have any vitreous vis crystals, so we're gonna have to go with this one. Let's do some synergy. Let's add some Golomancy in here. Mind over matter. Let's get, because this is one. Hang on, what we're after? Which one were we after? We were after Oromancy. Okay. Brain, catch up. So let's do this one. Ooh, we got some warp. Hydrate and posture check, Geordie. I just had my feet up against the wall. I was feeling comfy. Now I can put my butt back in the seat. Stretch my legs, stretch my arms. Oh, but thank you. Ah, what's it? What was that? Oh, was there a? One of the downsides of having the night vision on is you don't see when it gets dark in the middle of the day. Oh no, it's still getting dark. No, it got dark. That's already happened. This is moving on. Let's go with Oromancy again. So we're trying to get this to 100% so we get a point. We'll do some scripting. Some experimentation. Okay, we did have enough points. Cool, cool, cool. Let's unlock projectiles. So now we need to observe a normal projectile, a fiery projectile, and a sticky projectile. Sticky projectile is a hard one to do, guys. Fiery projectile and normal projectile, they're easy. Because that is... let's grab some arrows. If I can. Too slow. Okay, so that should have given me the normal projectile. Fiery projectile, you can use fire charges. So these guys. Hope. Oh, did that not work? Does it only work if it's like firing at you? Maybe it's only gonna work if it's firing at me. Do I have any fire arrows? No. Okay. To the nether. We need to get a ghast to fire at us. That's gonna be tedious. Let's just leave some stuff here so we're not carrying an inventory full of junk with us. I'll hold on to that for right now. I'll put them in the other chest. And we'll put this on our hotbar. Okay, let's go find some ghasts to fire fireballs at us. Back to the start of us. I could probably also set up like a machine that fires the fire charges for me to scan. Maybe. I don't know. We'll go to we'll find the ghast. In fact, we may even go to the Twilight Forest, because then we can use the Ergast Tower to find ghasts. Should really scan stuff while we're here. Because ghast spawning here isn't guaranteed. Maybe we should go to the Twilight Forest. Keep an ear and an eye out for ghasts. Oh, hello, Salamander. Oh, I hear a ghast. Where is he? Is he below us? You can hear ghasts from so far away. Oh, there he is on the map. There he is. Oh, they do. This is correct. You are correct. Come on, shoot me. Do I have to take my boots off? Can you not see me? Oh, you suck. Take my boots off. That's what we're after. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Fire projectile. My boots back on. Return to sender. Ah, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, really? Ah. Oh, I forget that I've got crazy long... Oh, everything just went in the lava. That was unfortunate. Okay. Fireball, done. The next one's harder. The next one we need is sticky. Now, the only way I know to do this is to... I didn't know there were lava cats. It's like a lava ocelot. That shit is cool right there. I approve. Yes, JC, you're correct. Llamas. Llamas. It's the only way I know to get the spitting one done. Which is just really, really awkward. Because first you gotta slap a llama so he gets mad at you. And then you've got to get your clicking right so that you actually scan the spitball that he spits at you. Which is just a bit much, really. So that means we're gonna have to find llamas. I haven't seen... Oh, I guess traveling merchants don't exist in this version. Can I buy a llama from the shop? No. Can I buy a llama from the market? This one does the seeds, doesn't it? The eggs. I want to say I can buy a llama from here. Because I don't even know where to start looking for llama. And I don't feel like searching for a llama for the next 30 minutes. Here we go. Llama. 12 emeralds? Whew. That shizzle's expensive. I mean, I've got plenty, but that's not the point. Not the point. We'll buy one for now. We may need more. Let's just put him in here for our experimentation. Hi, Mr. Llama. Look, I'm sorry. The way this works requires me to do that. Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I get it the first try? Get out of town, I got it the first try. I'm sorry, Mr. Llama. Yeah, can I give you some wheat? Because that was not cool. That was really mean of me. Could I help make you healthy? Can make you healthy. There you go, Mr. Llama. And let me put you in, like... Look. Soul vials, they're magical places where all the things that you want come true. Oh, you know what, Jordy? You're probably right. It's so good it'll make you slap your llama. JC, we're a family-friendly channel over here. I don't know if that's who am I kidding? I think Jordy's right though. The Twilight Forest, the in the maze, the slime spitty guy, that would I think would work as well because they fire slime balls at you. So I assumed that it would count that as a slimy thing. I don't know how else you would get a slimy projectile. Like, is there like... Are there slimy arrows or something? I mean, yeah, there are slimy arrows, so but they're from Tinkers, so I don't know if they would count. Or have someone... Oh no, the slime sling doesn't help. There's a slingshot, isn't there? Like, can you use the slingshot from Dungeon Tactics to fire slime balls? I don't know. No, that has its own ammo. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know how else to do that. That's the only way I know to do that. It worked the first time. Means we didn't have to slap the llama too many times. Okay, so now we have some different magics. This is all very good. Okay, let's head back to our forest. And we should now be able to put some of these things together and make some magic happen. There we go. Okay, so the way this works is you pull things from your sidebar into your recipes, right? So, for example, oh no, I just click it. I don't... Okay, you just click it. So at the moment, what I'm looking at will catch on fire, right? That's kind of how it works. Are you to affect things you can touch? No, that's touch. Never mind. Fire. Oh. Within roughly 4 blocks of iron. So if I say touch something with fire. That's what I'm after. Here we go. Brain, catching up. We're here. So, I can infuse this focus with something I can touch, set on fire. Right? So it's basically like a flint and steel. And then I can pick how long I want it to burn for and how much power I want to put into it. Depending on how strong you make it, will change the requirements to cast. So how complex it is, what the viz cost is, and how much experience it costs to craft it. Oh, not the experience is right. So that is too complex for this. So it's either 17 or 15. So I'd need to reduce either the burn duration or the power. I need an Ignis crystal and an Aversio crystal. I don't have any Aversio crystals on me, so I can't actually do this. But if I do just the fire, it would just need the Ignis crystal. But that's just going to set myself on fire. Hot tip. Don't want to set yourself on fire. So yeah, so there's all kinds of different things you can do. I can do a fireball. So if I make a projectile, this one uses Motus and Ignis. Do we have Motus? We might have Motus. Motus. We don't. But Motus we can make. That's trapdoors, I want to say. Trapdoors. Trapdoors is a good way for getting Motus. Ladders. Come on, trapdoor. Don't. There we go, trapdoor. Trapdoors are a good way of getting Motus. Let's grab some trapdoors, which I've got a pile of. We'll grab our slivers. Potentia. Sure. And hot tip, you don't want to overdo your cauldron. If you put too many things in your cauldron, it will overflow and it will put a whole lot of flux into your area. Now, even just doing that, that probably generated a bit of flux. Oh, it didn't. I was fast enough. Sweet. Okay, so oh, I need Ignis as well. Ignis. So now here, the start crafting is available. Can I change the complexity? It doesn't, apparently it does not like you opening and closing the thingy. Let's make it. So that's how, do we want more power or do we want more burn? More initial damage? Or make them burn for longer? Guys, shadow boots. We need to... This place is not safe. And of course now he has to redo that. Fireball. Let's do more power. Okay, so we can do that. So we start crafting. It's going to infuse the focus. Take just a second. There we go. Now we've got a fireball focus. So if we go and put this into our gauntlet, how do I do that? There's a button, which I probably have unbound. Controls, gauntlet, Thorm, craft, category, change caster focus is F. What is that conflicting with? Swap item in hand. I could... That was F7. Let's leave that. I could care less about swapping item in hand. Change focus. Okay. There we go. So I can then say, okay, I want this to be the fireball. So now let's put the focus in there, and I can now cast fireballs. I mean, it's not a very good fireball, but apparently it doesn't go in a straight line either. But it does a fair amount of damage. So you can see up in the top left there, it shows you how much V I've got in the chunk that I can draw from. There are ways that you can carry V with you later on in the pack, or later on in the Formcraft. And you can, if you've got multiple orbs, you can change out the focus. So one of the things that it does teach you here as well is a focus pouch, which we can complete and craft. So this allows you to carry lots of focuses with you in just one slot. I think it has to go... Oh, it's a bauble. Sweet. So it can go in your belt slot on your baubles. So it doesn't even take up an inventory slot. Mundane belt. Can we make one of those? We can probably do that. Let's get our brass and our leather. Brass and leather from mundane belt. And then creeper. I see you creeping. Not having it. And then pouch. Gold. There we go. And so now we have a focus pouch. And the focus pouch will let us carry extras with us. I don't think it lets you take it out. Where's the belt? That's a backpack. That one's the belt. Okay, so let's put that up there. And I put that there. How do I open that? What is the button for opening my pouch? Actually, I wonder if I can even open my pouch without... Let's make another focus and see if we can swap that out. Auto. Check. Put them away. And I need Salus Mundus. I needed 2 of those. I needed 4 glass. And I can't remember what the last thing was. Cantio, which we got from the Salus Mundus. Aurum. Where did we get the Aurum from? Five Aurum was from... Oh, the Silverwood log. That's right. Silverwood log. We'll grab some more slivers of this to clean up our mess afterwards. So let's make another focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And then clean up the mess. And then let's use this focus. And I don't know, let's do a frost one. Let's freeze anything I can touch. Oh no, I can't touch. Versio, I don't have that. Projectile, freeze, Motus, and Gellum. No, let's go the other one. Let's do this. So that needs a Versio. How do we get a Versio? We can make this a Versio. A Versio requires probably just the sword, would be my guess, based on the icon. Wooden sword is 4. Arrows are 5. Plus a whole lot of junk. My goodness. You know what? We can do this. We can do this. Let's grab 2 arrows. That gave us 5 and a whole lot of other little bits. That works. Okay. Let's try this again. So I want to touch, turn to ice. Let's make the freeze longer. I don't know if we need the power to be higher. And then what am I missing? Oh, I don't have Gellum. I need ice. Dang it. I think it's just ice for that one. Gellum. We can use snow. Dragon ice. I don't want to do that. Snowballs. Snowballs. That's probably our best option. Snowballs, because we got lots of them. How much Gellum did I need? Oh, I just need 1? Okay, so let's just drop in 2 snowballs. We'll get a crystal. Okay, now we can do this. So touch, turn to ice. Let's make the duration super long. And craft. Again, this is why we have crates here, because my goodness, look at the stuff we're collecting. Okay, touch of frost. So now if I equip my caster's gauntlet, I can switch it to frost, and the other one has gone in here. Oops. So here, so you can see I've got, in the pouch, I've got room for lots and lots and lots and lots of things. So you can get quite complex stuff to make this a very powerful mechanic. Where'd that creeper go? Oh, there he is. Oops, I just set the creeper on fire. That was not what I wanted to do, but we'll... I mean, oops, excuse me. That was not terrible. Where's something to... Let's change back to a freeze. Find something to freeze. Come on, guys. How are there no bad guys around? Some more creepers over here. I guess it's the middle of the day. That's why. Pixie. Can I freeze a pixie? Because I'll do it. There's a chicken. I'm sorry, Mr. Chicken. But your time has come. Oh, no. He just flat out killed him. Okay, apparently that can... Does fire count for killing these things? No, it still doesn't. Really do need a potion of harming for that. Okay, cool. Good to know. The freeze seems to do a lot of damage. Let's try it on something that's got a little bit more health than Oh no, it only does 4. Oh, but see, it slows him down. You can't move very quickly. I'll take it. And I think combined with our long reach, like, we can hit things from a really long way away. So if you've got the block reach, yeah, if you've got the block reach enchant, the touch is a better use than the what's the word I'm looking for? Than the projectile. Although there are different ones you can unlock as you go as well. So that is a bit of a generalization. Because you will unlock better recipes, like better stuff. What am I trying to say? Here, let me show you. So, like, you can explode things, you can break blocks, you can exchange things. There's a healing one which is really useful. Medium bolt. So the one we've got is that one. This one, I don't know what that one does, but it's kind of cool. Lets you do lots of different things. This is probably the biggest part of Thorncraft. So at the moment we are manually throwing things into the crucible. I see you. I'm going to freeze you. You're gone. Set you on fire because you're going to heal back. Yeah, at the moment we're throwing things manually into the crucible. We're cleaning up the mess ourselves. That's a little bit tedious. So there is a whole way of doing that automatically through this quest chain. So what we might do is look at this next. So we need to make some thormium ingots, which requires theory alchemy. So let's see if we can get some alchemy theory happening. Okay, here's an interesting one. So this one needs either a mine cart with TNT or a vial of potentia. A file of potentia is going to be a little bit harder for me to create right now than a minecart with TNT. So let's do a minecart with TNT. Minecart with TNT. Now, because there isn't an exclamation point, this will not use up this minecart. See, still have it in my inventory, but I couldn't click it until I had it in my inventory. Oh, man, this is going to be a hard one. Okay. Alchium or Vitium. Or Celestial Notes. Or scrap the theory. Because I ain't got time for that. Create a new theory. Measure. Okay, clay. This is a good one to have available to you. And you've probably got a butt ton of clay. Yeah, like a butt ton of clay. don't necessarily want to do Golomancy, but it will help in the long run. Spiritus and air. Okay. Oh man, these are all... I guess because we're doing alchemy, so it's giving us things that require things. Okay. Per month. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Can we make that per month? Oh yeah, this one. Okay. I want to say... Copper. Yes. Copper has lots of this. Let's get some copper. Ooh, we don't have a lot of copper. I'll grab 2 for now. Grab our quartz slivers. And we'll have some herba in here already. Okay, so one of the cool things with the way this works though, so these 2 will be combined. Oh, it didn't use it. Ah, never mind. When it uses it, it combines them into the new crystal. So that does do what this one does. So if I had a Spiritus and a Victus, it would have given me back a Humanus back. It's kind of cool. I can't do that one right now. Sure. Alienus. We can probably do some Alienus. I would say that is... pretty sure that can be done with purple blocks and... Yeah, purple blocks and... Oh, interesting. Okay, you can use... Ooh, okay, but they have a lot of other stuff on them. That's good to know. Yeah, this is probably one of our better options. Chorus fruit. Or popped chorus. No, chorus fruit. Because we've definitely got plenty of chorus fruit. So let's grab some chorus fruit. I think 2 so that we get even numbers. Yep. And then we can use our... to get all of our things. Okay. So we should have some Alienus. Perfect. Let's ponder. And we'll do that one. Okay. Empty out our inventory of all the junk. Get rid of that. Get rid of those enchanted books. Why I'm carrying them around, I don't know. Oh, and that. I don't need that. Okay, let's try another one. This creeper, he's creeping. Be gone. Okay. Procantio. Did we get a Procantio before? We got this one. I don't think we got any Procantio. So let's make some Procantio crystals as well. And again, like as we unlock this further, we will get access to more tools that make this a whole lot easier. Because at the moment, it's a little bit tedious going through collecting the bits you need. So I need Lux and Ratus. Lux we may have already got. No, it doesn't look like I do. Okay. So I need some torches. I think actually I can just get that from glowstone. Use some glowstone. Pretty sure that's got a... yeah. That'll give us some more stuff while we're here. Should grab some more slivers. And again, make sure you don't drop the wrong thing in here. Because you're not getting it back. Gets eaten. Rattus. What is Rattus? Okay. I can say with a fairly high level of certainty that I have never seen this Essentia before. So I don't know if this is an... I mean, it says it's from Thaumcraft. I don't know if we're playing a more recent version of Thaumcraft than I've played in the past. Or if because the rat mod is in here, Thaumcraft does something special to add Rattus. Maybe. Because, like, yeah, all the rat stuff's in here. Which, I mean, is kind of cool. But also... gonna be a little bit messy. What can we use? Maybe the cannonballs are the best option. Let's use some cannonballs. Because we've definitely picked up a number of them in our travel. Let's grab 2 of those. Because this will give us unlock some other crystals we don't have yet. Okay, so Rattus and Lux. Okay, Victus. We don't have that one yet. Nope. Victus. Victus, I think we can use pretty much any food. Grab something that has a 5. Again, like 5's a good spot to aim for your Essentia, just because it becomes easy to manage. In terms of like either cleaning up the mess or pork chop. That's or wheat. Let's go the raw pork chop because that gives us some cooked pork chop. Let's go cooked pork chop because that's also going to give us the other thing there, and I definitely picked up some of that. And again, it's about like making different essentials available to you for your research. Until my inventory is full. So let's say what is going on. Yeah, making different stuff available to you so that you can do the research and unlock some of the more... Okay, so this one's going to use bestiary and... So let's do this one because this is going to make something. So, Peditio, which is just the normal one. Get one of those, and I've got beast on me. Put some other stuff away. Okay, so that took the 2. And what did it give me? It gave me... Oh, it gave me the rat one, which I needed before. Of course it did. That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, investment alchemy bonus 1 draw. It's also a chance you will gain 1 inspiration. I think Vitreous I've got here. No. Don't have here. I don't have my inventory. Vitium and Metallum. Okay. I feel like this one's going to be easier for me. Because it's the glass one, right? Yeah. That's just glass. Okay, that's just glass. Let's do that one because that one's easier for me. Just grab 2 panes for right now, or I can actually grab one of those. At 5, that's 5. Grab 2 of those. Okay. That one. Let's do that because I want to... And sometimes it matters which one you want to pick. Sometimes it doesn't matter so much. Okay, there we go. Phew, we got 2. So feel free to kind of go through and... Oh, and now I need to make a Filmcraft ingot. Terra, Percantio, and iron. Terra, Percantio, and iron. So we need dirt. Put all these in here. Let's use 2 Salus Mundus, which will give us 10. And how much do we need? 5. Oh, okay, I can get away with just 1. And dirt. That gives me 5. Okay, so let's do... Oh, I need the iron ingots on me, otherwise this will end badly. Okay, so then we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That'll give me 2, and there's some Bracantio left over. That gives us 2 thorium ingots. And we can unlock the next part. Complete. So this also lets you make thorium armor. This is much better than the robes, but it doesn't have the V reduction, I don't think. No. But that's cool. And then we need to mark that one complete. And we need to make this stuff. So this is like coal supercharged, which is really nice. GTO. So I think this is coal, and what goes with the coal? Per GTO. What's in the 5 range? Always start in the 5 range. Although this is a bad example of starting the 5 range. Rotten flesh. Something in the 10 range? Gunpowder. That's what I was looking for. Okay, fire. Gunpowder and some glass. And then... Potentia, which is redstone. So I need gunpowder and redstone. And gunpowder. We've got plenty of that from the mob farm. And just before I go crafting this... No, that's not what that's not gonna help me. How much am I making here? Coal, that was the other thing. Oh. Okay. So then we go redstone, gunpowder. Oh, redstone. And I drop the coal in. Cool. Totally messed up those redstone drops. Let's chuck another gunpowder in just so I can clean that up. And another gunpowder. Oh. What's that extra? Is that from the... Was that from the coal? Oh well, that's gonna burn off. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, quests. So this has unlocked that. So now we can do this process. So this is teaching us how to collect Essentia. So let's start off by emptying the inventory of all the bits. You can all go in here. You can go in here as well. To start off, it wants you to have all of these in your inventory. check all this. Boom. Now it's going to teach you how to mix different ones together to get the next bit that you need. So that is not a simple process. Not a simple process. But you basically need to... oh no, this isn't telling you how about mixing it. Mixing it's further. Mixing it's not here. Unless mixing it is here. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Guys, my brain is starting to melt. How's your brain doing? It is coming up to midday, which is when we normally finish on a Sunday. And I do have my nephew coming around to play some Spider-Man on the PS4. So unfortunately, I can't play long today. So I guess now, considering my brain is starting to fry, is a good time to ask, is there anything else in Thaumcraft that you want me to touch on right now before we finish up? Because there's still a lot to do in Thaumcraft, and I mean a lot. And I don't think, I want to get like a proper Thaumcraft area set up, right? So that we can like build some automation and stuff. And I would like to maybe build it closer to my base, but I mean, if we can't, that's fine. We can build something out here in the woods. But yeah, I think that's about all that my brain has the brain space for. Geordie's good. Got a starter on his. That is good to hear. There is so much, like, and really it is just read the book. There is so much in the book. And it can be a little bit overwhelming because there is so much in the book. But generally speaking, it'll tell you what you need to know. It'll tell you what you should be aiming for. JEI is very good at helping you find where you can get the different parts from. Especially for like the crystals and stuff. And I recommend... You're very welcome, Geordie. I recommend getting into alchemy, getting this stuff unlocked, specifically the Essentia smelting. That will help you break down and store Essentia into jars, and then get to the alchemical automation, which then lets you do auto crafting. So rather than having to throw the iron ingot into the crucible once you have the Essentia in it, you can just feed an iron ingot into the alchemical automation, tell it you want to make brass or thaumium, and it will take the Essentia from the jars where you've already stored it and craft the item for you, outputting it into a chest or whatever's connected. So like that's kind of what we'll aim to get into, because we want to make brass, we want to make thaumium. Although we may be able to do them with mystical agriculture. Let's just have a quick squiz at that. Thaumium. Yep, there's thaumium seeds. Are there brass seeds? Because there's usually not brass seeds. There is brass seeds. Okay, interesting. Brass and aluminum brass. Okay. But brass seeds are... Yeah. Brass seeds gives us Thaumcraft. Okay, cool. So we'll definitely be making some brass seeds. But there is just so much in the mod that, like, that would be a whole playthrough in itself. If we just, like, focus on all of the Thaumcraft stuff, that's, like, weeks of stuff to unlock it all and, like, go through it all. There's some really cool stuff with magic mirrors where you can use the arcane bore to do mining, and then it drops the stuff into the mirror, and then the mirror will drop the stuff into your base, and it's like there's some cool stuff there. All the infusion stuff is really interesting. You can make weapons and tools and trinkets and stuff. The Golemancy, you can do all sorts of automation. And then obviously the Oromancy is the actual spellcasting stuff. And then there's a whole section of stuff that unlocks here as you scan them. Oh, we got the warp one. That was it. So we can make a sanity checker and stuff like that. Like, so that's something else to be aware of. If you expose yourself to too much warp, which what was it that we crafted that made when we were researching, we got the Eldritch research that exposes to warp. In here, where's an example? So this exposes you to warp. There is a whole other actually, let's do this real quick. Let's just pop over here away from our little base. Remember, I touched a shroom. Remember, very early on. Really? Not Florb, Morb. Remember very early on we got this Greater Crimson Portal. I'm gonna grab this out. I'm gonna spawn this in real quick. I assume that this is a throw. Yes. Greater Crimson Portal. No, this is very different than what I thought. I've never seen a Greater Crimson Portal before. What have I done? Nope. Nope. I'm not having it. I need to scan you guys. Thank you. Okay, bad idea. Bad idea. Greater Crimson Portal is a beast. Oh, it's like a boss. It has levels. Oh, I am all about this. Oh, what are you? You're a thaumaturgy bad guy. I've never seen you before. Ow. Ow. Give me my sword back. Oh, that was cool. You're a boss. Okay, so this, interesting. So the greater portal doesn't seem to slow down. So a normal portal loses health every time it spawns a guy. Whereas this one does not. This one seems to have like stabilized itself and just constantly spawns guys. That is... Okay, we're gonna have to take this out. But you can attack the portal and it will... To see it's starting to fade. Oh, maybe it is. It's just the portal bar at the top is not going down. Is it losing health every time it spawns one? It is. Okay. It's just the greater portals are huge. Oh, this has been fun. You were too close when the portal blew up, dude. Just letting you know. Really? Primordial Pearl? Oh, that's a much better way of doing this than... It's a... Guys, do you know how hard I worked to get a Primordial Pearl in E2E? Like, I can't even tell you. Jordy, you remember? That was a process. Oh my goodness. Okay. We still have another one of those, by the way. I've never seen one of those spawn in the world. And... Oh, rare treasure from Thorncraft? I'll take that. I mean, to be fair, the Primordial Pearl, a full, pure Primordial Pearl, is the rarest thing I've ever seen in Thorncraft. Like, I've never seen one of them before. And like... Oh, well, yes, it's much easier than E2E. But I think if we'd found... To be fair, I think if we'd found one of these portals, which... How cool are these banners? Please let me have the banner. Axe. You want an axe? Please give me the banner. Gave me the banner. Okay, So one of the things I was kind of... Oh, these are chests? Oh, I've also never seen these before. They can drop Thorncraft stuff. Like that. Oh, guys. I am Mundane amulet. Okay, what was in the rare treasure? An apprentice ring. Oh, that's cool too. Oh man, and then you can read these books later. Oh, that dropped a whole lot of stuff. Okay. Put let's grab. I want to scan this stuff. Hang on. Let's go back to. Where's our little portal? Let's put some leggings, a hood. Oh, there's the helm from those guys. Crimson Cult boots. Robe. Grab that. Yeah, one of the things I was thinking about playing with was having. Oh, I already got a banner from somewhere. Interesting. Was having like using the Crimson Cult to kind of decorate the city, because I think the style is really cool. And like those banners are pretty awesome. I like how they've got the bit tied across the top, and I don't like that. Anyway, I wanted to scan this chest now because I just put all that stuff into it. Yeah, and these have, you can read these books, but I don't know anything about it yet. I need to get further into. So by doing what we just did, the purpose of doing what we just did was, oh, it didn't unlock it? Oh, no, I need a book. Give me a book. Complete. Here we go. Unlock. Okay, examine something native to the void. Well, that's rude. Okay. That's something we're going to have to do next time. Because I do need to get ready for my nephew to come around. But that unlocks the Eldritch, which is the last kind of grouping of magic. And it starts to unlock all of the stuff over here. There's lots of different stuff from the void. And such. And I just want to play all afternoon, but I also want to go play video games with my nephew. So, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. And we will be back next week on Friday, streaming at 7 p.m. Atlantic time. And I don't know what we're going to do next week. We might do a bit more Thorncraft. We might... I genuinely don't know. I don't have plans worked out that far ahead yet. But join us in Discord, drop us a follow. You will know when we're live. You will be able to hang out with the rest of the community. Join the pack. And we'll be back. Hope you all have a great Sunday. Or Monday. Or whatever day of the week it is for you right now. I don't think it can still be Saturday because it's after midday here. Maybe it's still Saturday where you are. Who knows? Have a good one. Catch you next week. Bye for now.
Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt.